you can hear me. Pops up. It's not long before another one will pop up. So this is the last of my Christies. That's something else I'm doing, another demonstration. So I'll show you that one later on. That's another demonstration for something else. All right, so usually when one projector pops up, another one will pop up. And I had a funny feeling. I said, I bet you $100 that Christie comes in today. It wasn't supposed to be here until Thursday, but we got it today. So already in that box is the Christie LX400. We got the 1080p version of the Christie, which is the LW420. We have the LW400 right there, which it has that short though lens on it. That's the WXGA 4000. And over here, this is the lowest one they make. This is the LX400 at XGA. So let's pop it open and hope it works. Okie dokie. I told you that chances are when one drops, another one drops. Now my friend, he showed me a Christie projector that he got just now. Nothing like anything I have. I don't have to buy his too. Because let me see if they got another one over there that I can order. I messed around, cut myself. Alright, let's get over in here. There we go. I wish I could say it sounded exciting, but I've done so many of these projectors. I've had this one already before twice. I sold it. Now, that one over there on the different hand, it's different. That's the one that has a short though lens on it. That's why I was excited about that, because that lens and that projector is like $2 grand. Always, I never have a problem. Anybody who packs these projectors always do an amazing job packing these up. Hold on, I have to say it. I love you. I love Christie projectors so much, you have no idea. And I bought all three of them. Bought all three of them. All right. Let me get my stand. I got everything set up over here. Don't even look at that. That's for something else. All right. We're not even going to talk about that. That's something else. That was in that special can I showed you. I'm not ready to show you that one yet. All right. Let's go pop over. Have a look at this here. Always gets a little quiet outside my door. Usually I hear everybody out there talking and whatever. So what did he order today? Put it down here. I'm pretty sure they're not worried about what I'm ordering. Well, where did I leave the knife at? I just had the knife in my hand. Lost the knife. Find it, lose it, find it. What really excites me is once I get a chance to get my hands on that Christie Ultra Short Throw. Power cord already in here from the door. Thank you for the power cord. This projector cost me, I think it was like $82. $82. Good job, bubble wrap. If I got struggle to get into it, you've done a good job. This is $82. Yeah, I'm a bit excited. Every time I see a Christie, man, it's like Christmas. Christmas and Christies. Wait a minute. I'm not liking this. It's going, oh, okay. I was about to say, thought we didn't have a lens in this bad boy. I was going to start freaking out. I know I saw a lens. Where's my lens? Look at that. Covered it over. Is that cool or what? Cover that over. Oh, damn. My fault. I ripped my door off. This is an interesting lens. Now, look how far. Don't worry about these. These come back on. I snapped my door off by accident, but they come back on. As long as I didn't break any of the whatchamacallits at the bottom, right there and there, I didn't damage it. Pops right off. Look how far that lens goes in. Oh, sorry, I got you on a different. Look how far the lens goes in. See what's interesting about that lens? How far it goes in. Put the lens on that one, right? Different lens. Look at this one. Now come over here and look at this one. This is a short throw lens, ultra short throw. Now this is a short throw lens right there. See, all three of these have different lenses on them. All right, let's get this monster out of here. Let's get this monster. Yeah. Yes. Snap my door back on. There we go. Wait a minute. Two hands. There we go. Who's new? Who's new? Oh man. I ain't worried about these. This is right here to clean up. There's nothing. So officer sitting here relaxing. Alright. Got it over here. Interesting lens. I'm trying to remember if my last Christie. I gotta go to my YouTube video and check out my last Christies and see if they had the lenses were so far in. That's what I need to really have a look at, see how far they were in, so I can get an idea. All right, let me see. I'm gonna hook this power up and everything. Control past the back. All right, power indicator lights went on. So it's good. Good sign. Well, it's powered up. It's a bit hot. I'm going to turn my air conditioner back on. Just a minute. Anything else comes in the day, I'll just do it for long. Okay. Got a bit of click in there, but I think that's it adjusting automatically. All right, so let's get this lens shift so we can bring the image up a little bit better. There we go. Beautiful, absolutely freaking beautiful. I love Christie's, man. I love it. Right out of the box. Right out of the box. That's what I love about our technology, man. I don't got to worry about whether this is going to run or that's going to run. Just buy the projector right out of the box. Bam. It's amazing on the screen. Now we got that white and gray screen downstairs. I think we're going to do some demonstrations on the Christies on that because I got people thinking that it's because of our the projectors that's doing all the work. And I'm like, nope. No, it's not. Hold on for a minute. Let me bring it down a little bit. So you can check out the eye level. Let's bring it down a little bit so you can see. We're going to bring the image down. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. There we go. There you go. So if you had a white screen and you owned a Christie without our technology, there you go. That's what you got. There. And that's like on a white wall or a gray screen. That's why gray screens and white screens don't do well when it comes to 720p projectors. Only black screens can a projector that's second life. Well, I'm definitely going to have to show some video came through this. Man, that looks beautiful. $100 for Christie. Christie. Ooh, man, that's beautiful. Right out of the box. Nothing changed. Right out of the box. This puts it into the, oh, he's changing his projector settings. This is right out of the box. Oh, we definitely got to do this. Let me see if I can grab this video right here. We got this hooked up to attic, yeah. And what I'm going to do with this one, I think I might use this one outside. Let's bring it down and see what happens if we put a 4,000 lumen Christie on a white wall. $4,000 on a white wall. Let's add some color to it. What our technology can do to a Christie. I like this, man. I like this. That merchant's going to get a good review from me. Very nice. I had for $100. Got the loaders. I gotta wait on that because I don't show that off. There we go. Oh man, looks beautiful. $720p. What was that again about 720p projectors not being that good? Well, if your screen was better performance, you wouldn't have to worry about it. Has 720p look like crap on your screens, and they consider them to be unworthy because they don't have the technology to make it look that good. Look at that. It's a 720p projector. This is the lowest Christie that I got. This is an XGA, the lowest one that they make. 720p. The reason why you're against 720p is because your screen can't perform on a 720p because it has to use a high-end projector in order to make the image look good. I can use bottom dollar projectors and the screen will look incredible. The picture will look incredible. Yeah, that's why. That's the only reason why Black Diamond, all those big companies don't go near 720p projectors. They got to use the highest caliber projector they can possibly get their hands on to make their screen look incredible. I can't wait. I just ordered, yeah, I'll be showing it pretty soon. I just ordered my Sony that has 660 lumens on it. So you spend $50 for a can of paint and $3,000 for a projector. And I can spend $100 for a projector right here at 720p and get that image off my technology. Ugh, man. Right out of the box. No calibrations, nothing. Let me see. My customer would have paid $160 for this black technology. And if you would have ran across one of these Christies, because they're all over eBay, he would have paid $100 for this projector. And this is the setup he would have in his house right now. $260, probably around 270 tax, whatever. That's it. Not $3,000 for a projector and for a product that can't produce an image in a fully lit environment, has no contrast, doesn't pop, doesn't use any form of color, and you got to be in the dark all the time in order to use it. Hey, I love what I do for a living, man. You got to have fun. Those colors. Nothing. I ain't touch anything in the projector. Right out of the box. Boom. That's it. Ah. It's funny. Never, ever, ever get the haters in here when I do unboxings. Never. That's beautiful. That is freaking beautiful. Right out of the box. That's beautiful. Now the one for $230 cost me a little more because it was about $300 when I go back up the price because that was a 1080p projector. But this is a 720p XGA. I know I keep saying 720p over and over again, but I love it when people say that, oh, 720p or garbage projector. That's because your screen's not good enough to produce that image. That's why. Why 720p's are gold to me? Because that's what a 720p looks like on my screen. That's why you have to push people into getting high-end projectors because that's the only thing that will look good on your product. When I can come in here with a $100 720p projector and produce an image like that on a jet black screen. We didn't even have the lights out. We're not even in the dark. And before people say, well, it's a 4,000 lumen projector, I've done it on a 1,000 lumen projector already. That little 1,000 lumen projector SVGA, done it on that. 2,500 lumen Casio, got that over there. 3,600 lumen, and I'm about to pick up, maybe I don't think I have one of them laying around. I already did it on short throw, ultra short throw, and outside at 1,000 lumens. And still picked up an image and looks perfect. So you tell me what sounds better to you, $3,000 for a projector or $100? Because when someone's trying to sell you that 720p is a waste of money, then they got a problem with their screen. Their screen's not producing the image it's supposed to produce. Because that's a 720p projector, XGA at that, not WXGA, XGA. Right out of the box on our black technology. Look how beautiful that image looks. There's no calibrating your projector. Someone constantly got to tell you to calibrate your projector. That means the screen has a lot of shortcomings. Something's wrong with it. You should never have to calibrate your projector. I've never calibrated a projector in my life. But we definitely taking this outside. I'm going to do this for a driveway demonstration. And I think this is going to be my screen for now. This is my projector from now on. I'm going to use this one in 1,000 lumen. Because 1,000 lumen I love due to the fact that when I have people saying, well, it's a 4,000 lumen projector. Look at the contrast level on that, man. Anyway, so when I can use the 1,000 lumen, because we're doing back to back, we're doing swap outs. Oh, yeah. Okay, 720p is not good enough? Yeah, because y'all were buying the wrong screen, that's why. Hold on. We got to go back and look at that again. I'm definitely going on Facebook with this. Good God. That's freaking insane. Let's bring that back. Some ice cubes, man. This ain't no P1. 4K laser projector. 720p. That's it. XGA. Wow. That is amazing. That is beautiful. Good gracious. And keep in mind, the person who owns this projector, that means his settings are in here. So I'm using his settings, not mine, his. Which is interesting, because I think the projector I had over there, that came from a company. They had those projectors. So they set everything to pretty much back to default settings. Where this is somebody else's projector I'm just using, that I bought, that I'm using the settings. I didn't have to change anything in it. And if you notice that anytime I got a projector from eBay, I never changed any of the settings. Now keep in mind, see how that background is black? It's supposed to be black. Happens. Now keep in mind, if you have a gray screen or white screen, you're not picking up that background. That background is projected to be black. See how the image washes out? Because the background was meant to be black to push the image out, to give it more depth and more detail to it. If there's no black into it, you can't get any detail or depth to the picture. So it washes out. And remember I told you that white screens aren't too far off from gray screens, or gray screens aren't too far from white screens. That's why you have to have a black technology is where it's at. You'll see how the image comes back to life. How beautiful it looks. Oh man, I'm telling you. As far as it goes up. Now, yeah, I'm gonna get a chance to blow this bad boy up because I am gonna put it somewhere. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it over there with my 18 feet back. I'm gonna put it over there where my other projector sits, because my 1080p sits back 18 feet. So this is where this one's gonna go at. And then we're gonna do a demonstration side by side, 720p next to the 1080p, because that's what I was supposed to do with the projector behind me, but it has a short throw lens in it, and I have to have it all the way pushed up to the screen at 4,000 lumens, which would be unfair, because 4,000 lumens that close to the screen, it would have a bit of an advantage. So that's why I ordered this projector, because I'm going to do that one and that one side by side on this screen tomorrow, 720p next to 1080p. We'll do that one live. But as you can see already with the 720p projector hitting this black screen, it looks amazing. So anytime somebody's pushing you to get a 4K projector, it's just basically just telling you that their screen paint is shortcoming, which means the bottom line is you have to have that 4K in order to pick up that image. You're gonna have to spend a little bit more money, a couple $1,000s, in order to be able to get that 4K. When I can do it here with $100. Look how beautiful that image is. You see the shine coming off the bottles. I'll figure out what I want to order next. I don't know what projector. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up an NEC today. I want an NEC. I had a couple projectors I got coming. I'm actually buying and bringing here. Look at that. You have to calibrate your projector to get better colors. Not over here. Not with this stuff. How beautiful that looks. Yeah. So the next time somebody tells you that 720p is a piece of junk of a projector and it's not your worth time buying them, feel free to share them in this video. Screen on a $100 projector. Now, like I said, I appreciate those of you coming to watch my demonstrations. Very happy for that. When I speak like that, it's not for y'all, because y'all coming and watch. Y'all know what I do. It's for those naysayers out there. What I do basically speaks for itself. Like I said, anyone's telling you that a 720p projector is not good enough, that's because their screen's not good enough. If you go to Black Diamond, any one of the big companies and say, hey, look, I'm going to buy your screen, but I'm using a 720p projector, they're going to tell you right from the door, nah, you can't use that on our screen. You got to go higher than that. You got to use a 4K projector. Something's going to cost you a lot of money. That's going to point you in that direction. Because you have to buy a high-power projector just to play it on that screen. That means chances are your projector's doing all the work and the screen's doing not that much. When I can come here and show you a $100 720p eBay projector, and I can show you stuff like this. No calibrations right out of the box. Somebody else's settings, not even mine. Oh, that's beautiful right there. I'll buy that for $1. I like that on RoboCop. I was watching RoboCop last night. Now, what was that again about 720p not having the ability to be able to pick up a high-res image? Black technologies are designed to pick up high-res images. So the screen is doing all the work. Sorry about that. Wait. Well, I'm going to pause right there for a minute. Hey, how you doing? How are you? Good. Look at the white levels on that. I just want to pause that. Look at the white levels. Now see, if I were to get one of them booths, they have at them shows where they actually show off people show their high performance screens like Elite, Black Diamond, all them big companies come up and they show off their screens. You know how I would have my setup? I would have my setup with tons of light, and I'd have a 720p Christie in there. And they would stare at that screen and wouldn't even know what they were looking at. And what kind of projector you got? They all have high powered projectors. No, I have 720p Christie XGA. That's what I'm using for my screen. How do you think that would make them feel? I would say obsolete. Because that means you don't have to go out and spend all this money for an overpriced, expensive projector. It doesn't make a difference if your contrast. Oh, by the way, contrast on this projector is 3,000 to 1. So you don't have to worry about your contrast. None of that at all whatsoever. I wonder if Christie makes a projector lower than 4,000 lumens. I don't have to be. Alright, so no, that's not gonna run for a bit. It's about to pass through. I'm gonna clean up the mess and it's driving me crazy looking at it. Alright, so those just coming in, this is the unboxing of my Christie. Just got it today. There's the box over there. Just is right out of the box. Set it up. No settings changed in the projector. That's it. Now, we're doing this with the lights on. Can you imagine this with the lights out? I'm going to pause right there. See right there, the area? That black level right there? At the bottom, it's a Gray Cinema. Gray Cinema 5D. Oh, it's a Gray Cinema 5D 3D. Oh, wait, that's what I'm saying. Not a fair demonstration. And so on this, I forgot I even had this. This is a 3D. It's a little darker, but the only problem is they're designed to react to 3D. So we're going to have to do some tests on that. It's a dark gray screen. Because I forgot, there's a Gray Cinema 5D. We have a D, which I forgot was even here in the box. Now you see the image on that compared to the image up there. And that right there, my friends, is a $1,400 to $1,500 projection screen right there. And we need to take this, because you do want to see what that hamburger patty looks like. Watch this. There we go. Let's go in. I hope that's made, because I got something else coming in today. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to do something with that. This is the reason why that screen is like, well, $1,400, $1,500. Watch it when you use the screen. All right, beautiful when it comes to bright colors. I think that's me. Hopefully. Oh, here we go. Commercial again. Sorry, people. That's going to be happening a lot. Produces bright colors. Can't produce contrast. Told you, hardest demonstration is the star field. No gray screen can pass it. They can produce nice bright colors. I love this projector. I'm gonna see if Christie makes a 2000 version of this projector, like 2000 lumens. They have to, something like that. Now, if you're interested in this demonstration, this is called a screen caliber night scene. It's not great in your projector. I use it because I know gray screens can't pull up on it. Let's show you what it looks like on a black technology. We're going to pause it here because you're not going to see it there. Watch slowly. With the white levels. There you go. That's what you're supposed to be seeing. That's beautiful. All right, before we die out of here, I want to check on something real quick. Yeah, I guess the thing is that the lights out. Let's go grab this real quick before I get out of here. I got a crap in here, it's driving me crazy. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, well, y'all check that out. I'll clean this mess up in here. Okay, all right. Plenty of time. That's gross. Our way. Let me see. Trash. Whew. We got plenty of time. Mother freaking Jerry's ghost. And it wasn't gonna get that on there. Knew it. It was gonna hit that screen, man. Kind of weird feeling. Someone said, be careful, you're gonna nail the screen. So listen, know what you're listening. Nail the screen. Alright, whatever. Shoot. That I keep my house nice and clean. I got to keep it in order when I come in. So, all right. I'm gonna have to run this projector all night, which I usually do, to make sure that I don't have any problems with them. They don't burn out or anything like that, or before I can get a review, it has to run all night. Other than that, it looks amazing. Oh man, come on, man, seriously. I'll keep this a neutral area while I'm working. I'm gonna start contacting these companies. I'm gonna contact them and see if I can buy their videos from them, because I know they sell their videos. I'm not bringing that up. This ain't about political talk. I'm not having it here. Good way to get blocked. I'm not bringing it up. Don't bring it up. If you're gonna bring it up in here and the discussion starts, I'm blocking y'all, disabling comments. It ain't about, basically, I'm not about any of it. I'm not talking. Well, my point of views and what I do in my personal life is my business. I don't bring any kind of that politics in here. This is not that place for it. This is my business and my company. I don't bring it here. Hey, what's up? You like my 720p projector? Because that's what we're using right now. 720p projector on this black technology. I don't even know, man. I built the curved screen, bought a few of them. Some require 2 projectors. You know, I may have to get some warped software. You got to do that research. That's what it comes down to. You got to do that research. Oh, kitty's outside my house laying down. I'm a speed kitty. I got a cat out here that comes out here to eat from time to time. I'm thirsty. seal this up with super glue. Hey. Got the cat out there. Gotta feed it some meat. Some food. Yeah, there's one stray cat in the neighborhood, and yeah, that's my refrigerator going off, telling me to shut the door. But got a one stray cat in the neighborhood, and I feed it from time to time. Sit out there wants some new moon. So, nobody takes care of it. Hopefully, if I can friend it, I'll take it down, get its shots, and then I could take it in. You know what I mean? But it's a cat. Nobody wants it, and I would like to take care of it. So, I bought one of those houses that you plug in inside. It's like a little kitty house, and he goes up in there into that house and sleeps at night. So I have that there in the wintertime until he gets a chance to trust me, and then I can bring him in here. I already called him Domino's because he's kind of spotted all different black and white stuff like that. But I feed him every day. feed him, I feed the birds, the squirrels, and everything else out back. So I got to put a cam out there. You got to see some of the stuff that comes in the backyard. It's pretty crazy. I get blue jays. I get woodpeckers. I sent a few woodpeckers. I even saw a red-tailed hawk one time. It didn't do anything. It just sat on the gate and just took off. But it was interesting to watch it. Squirrels, all different kinds of birds, and we had a few chipmunks out there. And then late at night, so we get King Romeo. I'll show you what King Romeo looks like. He's a raccoon about the size of a hubcat. He just goes to the trash can, and I put a few pieces of corn out there for him. But he doesn't tear anything up in the house, doesn't trash anybody, just eats and leaves. So I kind of feed everything. Homestead. I couldn't think of the name of that. Homestead. They're farms. That's what I watch. I like to watch homesteads. That's what I like to watch. Yeah. He likes ham, smoked ham, so I go to Amazon and I order from their pantry. I don't believe a lot of reviews that come on the Amazon pantry. Then I start putting my reviews out there because I order a lot of stuff in their pantry, Because like I said, I got a respiratory issue, so I really can't go from A to B, and I have to have some place where people can bring stuff in. I can get regular food. I just order from Acme, and I have another friend who works for what's the name of that? Where they go get food for you? It's like if I want like junk food, which I don't eat a lot of, but also as for supermarket, Acme delivers up here. But every once in a while, Acme charges you like $100. You got to do $100 in order to buy from Acme. So crap candy, junk food. And I can go to Amazon's pantry, get about $50 worth of junk food, and have it shipped here the next day. And I did try having like meat here, lunch meat and stuff like that shipped here. Came here perfectly, man, on dry ice. Yeah, real nice. You can stop at your front door. So it's a fast way to get chips. Appreciate you paying me for advertising. I'm not going to be paid for advertising, but I like their stuff. That's why I talk about it. You know what I mean? That's why I was at the door telling me I can't wait to get my chips. Hopefully, man. I mean, Bigfoot is a distance king. You know that, right? Yeah, I would love to have Bigfoot come out here. Pretty cool, huh? It'd be nice. Get some selfies next to him. Get a little world fame. That's selfies next to Bigfoot. I don't live that deep out in the woods. Now, my mother, on the other hand, she lived deep out in the Poconos. That was something else, man. I mean, literally, if you had good signal, you had good signal. If you didn't, it was getting cut off while you was going up there. Let's see how far we're at in this one. Besides, I would never kill Bigfoot. That would be kind of wrong, but like I told you, I was raised differently. I was raised old school. My mother was raised where children were meant to be seen, not heard. And my father was a military drill instructor, so imagine that life right there. It was an interesting life to live, you know what I mean? Interesting life to live. Up at 4 o'clock in the morning and had to bounce a $50 off your bed. I grew up like that. Stripped. Couldn't find a dish in the sink. You better not find a fork or dish in the sink. Nope. House better stay spotless. There's none of that walking outside the house looking like you just came out of the trash bin. You had to be cut clean and fresh when you walked out the house. You represent the family. That's how I grew up, old school. So, it's the best way to grow up. I mean, it was no such thing. I see now where kids just walk into their parents' room. When I was coming up, you couldn't walk into your parents' room. When she would call, you had to sit there at that door. Sit there at that door. You couldn't walk in that room. When they tell you to leave, you shut the door. There was no talk back, no this, that, and the other, no rolling your eyes, none of that nonsense. You get teeth knocked out. That's the way I grew up. No ifs, ands, or buts. No bargaining, no reasoning, nothing. Got it in line, got your butt whipped. That's how I grew up. Now, kids today, they talk back to their parents, they curse at them, they call them all kinds of nasty names. They're out of control. Out of control. Let one of my sister's kids speak to me the wrong way. I don't tolerate that nonsense. They don't play it around me. But kids today out of control. Do what they want to do. They call them, I'm letting them give them their space. I'm letting them be their adults. Adults what? No, you ain't adults. Unless you pay a bill in this house, then and even at that, you're not that. When I was coming up, job by 16, by 18. That's how I grew up. If you wasn't getting your stuff straight by the time you reached 18, my mom. So here I am, 52 years old. I only been home one time. That's because my house burned to the ground. That was it. That's the only way you can come home. That's your house burned to the house. That's when you come home. Other than that, you better learn to survive out there. Don't come home for nothing. You better learn to survive. So that's how I grew up. That's why I love my mother. Because that's the way she brought me up. I wouldn't know sleeping and living underneath her house at 18. Oh, heck, forget that. None of that. No, you better go out and earn your own. That's it. That's the way we grew up. Now, my family members, 10 of us. Half of us are military. Some of us own their own corporations, and the other half, they all graduated from college with masters and bachelor's and master's degrees. There was no such thing as 100%. It was 150% or you get out of my face. That's how it was done. That's the way I was brought up. Yep. And one of the favorite rules I remember growing up, my mom would cook food. If you didn't like what she made, you starved. That was it. There was no order, no going in the refrigerator and getting whatever you wanted. No, that wasn't it. Whatever she cooked, that's what you ate. If you didn't like it, you starved. That was it. It's a good way to grow up, man. It was a good way to grow up. I was dating my father for the longest time, man. Then when I got older, I realized that he was basically making me a man. That's what he was doing. He wasn't babying me. Yep. His motive was either you sink or you swim. That's it. That's why the ones that went to military, they came out captains. I got captains. I got people in my family that are special ops. They came out top of the field. It was all or nothing. That's how he was raised. Tell y'all a little bit. Sometimes I tell people a little bit what used to go on in my life when I was young. I had a good childhood, I had a fantastic childhood, man. My mom had 10 kids. She worked hard. My dad worked hard. Made sure we didn't get everything we wanted in life, but we got close enough to it. My mom worked hard to make sure she gave it to her kids. And that's where my dad taught me how to hunt. Survival skills, all that. I learned all that stuff from him. Oh yeah, I learned all kinds of military trades. Raised us to be able to hunt and survive. It came down to that. He was a hunter, excellent hunter too. Hunted anything he could get his hands on, fished, everything. Didn't like to go to the supermarket, didn't like to buy his food. He'd grow from the earth if he had to. Yep. That's why I have a lot of respect when I watch these men. They raise their kids how to till the land and how to be to go out there and survive. It's amazing, you know what I mean? Battery low. How is battery low? Just put it in the charger. Now I go to my I used to go over to see my brother's kids. I'd be like, what the freak happened to your kids? Like, they got freaking TVs and stereos and freaking gaming systems in their room. Like, good gracious. When I was growing up, I didn't have any of that stuff. I had dresser, closet, bed, done, and a window. That's all. That's how I grew up. None of that stuff. If you wanted to watch TV, you went down TV. When we ate dinner, everybody sat at the table and ate. We talked to each other. We communicated with each other. There was no cell phones, none of that nonsense. Now, everybody just are buried into their phones in a whole nother world. And that technology is nice at all. Sometimes it goes too far. I got a friend of mine at the dinner table. They don't allow no technology. You drop them phones in the basket when you come in. Yeah, man, I'm loving it. 720p, man. It's beautiful. Got it running for a while, haven't we? I'm here playing Charger Bingo because my phone over there is actually running the video, and my phone over here is recording it, and they're dead. So I've been swapping the chargers back and forth. When I need to go on Amazon and buy me another charger, but I keep forgetting that. The one thing you need the most, you always forget. Okay, so what did we do with this one? Okay, so we're gonna take it, clean it up, because I didn't sanitize it. I didn't sanitize it at all. I took it right out of the box. I washed my hands and everything, which I'm good, and I cleaned everything up, but I didn't sanitize the projector, so I'm gonna have to sanitize the projector, wipe it all down, and then once we get that done, I'm just gonna plug it up, stick it in the corner. I don't care about putting on the screen. It's basically it's a run all night. Well, let's check the settings in this bad boy, because I haven't checked any settings in this projector. Let's see what this guy had. Are you freaking kidding me? Look at that. Look at the settings in the projector. Oh, man. All right. So we've been running this all this time. And I'm thinking he's got the settings in the projector. Maybe a little boost a little bit. Because the colors on the screen are looking incredible, right? So I'm thinking like, okay. No, check this out. I got to pull the charger out for this. Battery's kind of low, but we'll make it. We'll make it. I want you to see this. He has the sharpness on 4. Keystone's on 3. Normal. All that is on normal. Keep in mind, it's all on 0. So this is all factory settings. Are you freaking kidding me? Hold on. What are the hours on this thing? Keep in mind, Christie's are 2,000. Filter time is also a timer for the filters too, because I have to change these filters for these things too. Let me see something for a minute. I need to go to advanced settings real quick. Right, this yeah, still had the projector in factory settings. I told you. These projectors are insane. You don't have to basically change anything in the projector factory settings. But we had it in the factory settings the whole time, and we're using 720p XGA. Yeah, it's time to change the lamp. We're at 2023. We're pushing it. These are only up to 2,000 hours. So guess what? As soon as my lamp gets here, because I'm waiting for my lamp to get here. Because I ordered a lamp from this fellow, $30 for a lamp. That's cheap. I can replace all the lamps in here with no problem, like $100. I can replace all my lamps. So if this lamp works, I'll post a link where you can get them. Because a lot of people bought those Christies. They took advantage of those projectors that the guy had up there. And, you know, usually I tell you, if you get a projector, you know, first thing you want to do is, if the lamps are good, if you get a factory refurbished, you don't got to change the lamps because they already changed them already. If you get an open box, you don't got to change it because the lamps are already good. But if you get a projector that was used by somebody else, then it's a good chance that the lamps could be a little low. So I said change them out. And the ones I found were $30. So I won't know until it gets there. Yeah, probably so. Cat and squirrel man, probably so. I got into feeding the squirrels because when COVID hit, pretty much there was really nothing to do. A lot of people were pretty much used to working every single day, and there was nothing to do. Had to figure out some way to occupy your time, something to get up in the morning and do. People were just going nuts trying to figure out what to do. And I started with feeding the squirrel that was coming up on the deck, and I was feeding him some bread. And he would come up every day. He had a little brown spot behind his ear, so that's how I knew he was. Then he bought a friend. And his friend bought a friend. Next thing, I had a bunch of squirrels running up on top of the deck. Like, oh no, it's not going to go well. So then I started doing some research because a friend of mine said don't feed them a lot of bread because it makes them bloated. So I started finding squirrel food, doing research and stuff like that, what they like to eat, when they like to eat, when they start stocking up for the winter time, stuff like that. And next you know, it became a bit of a hobby. So I do a bit of a carpentry. I started watching people do blueprints on building different houses for them and habitats and stuff, and became a bit of a big hobby. So now I'm out in the back building a squirrel village. Literally, I'm building a squirrel village in my backyard. I'm gonna wire cameras and everything so people can watch them. You know, just turn into something. So the person who I'm buying this house for, she's already agreed to have her kids do it. Her kids are like 5 and 7. But they're excited about it because it gives them something to do. They can go out there and feed their squirrels. They really can't have them to, so it's something cool. I'm going to put it in a little section area so they can go feed them. Other than that, when I move from here and I get my 4 acres in my house, I'm building me another squirrel sanctuary. I'm going to start bringing my squirrels in. I like feeding them. It's fun. In the morning, they expect to eat from me now every day. So when I get up, if I get up too late, they will actually come up here. They bounce from the tree onto the deck, and they'll be right here in the window, right there. They'll sit in that window right there. So it's time to feed them. So what I do is let me show you. Well, they're open, so I know. It just has nothing to do with the video, but I kind of like to share part of my life when I do stuff. Here we go. So this is what I get for them. And they love peanuts. They love freaking peanuts. So I buy a lot of peanuts from them. They're just about out of this bag right here. I love peanuts. Now, for me, I can't have peanuts because I have a peanut allergy. I'm allergic to peanuts. Eating them, not touching them. But that's what I feed them. So it's gotten to be a bit of a, it's like 20, I think I have to buy 2 bags every week. So it's about $10 a bag. So that's not bad, you know what I mean? But it adds up too. But I enjoy doing it. Then hopefully later on, when I get my other place, I'm looking to get Irish wolfhounds. I would like to have 2 of those. The Newfoundlands, a couple of those. I got Mr. Franco. I'm an American Bulldog. He's gonna be pretty cool. I can't wait to get that one. Maybe a few Shih Tzus. Raccoon, yeah, the raccoon that comes up. He doesn't bother anybody. He's been a neighbor before me because I talked to the neighbors next door, and I was like, yeah, they leave corn out for him. Everybody leaves something out for him. He doesn't knock over the trash cans or do any of that stuff, you know, nothing at all. And if anything, he discourages the skunks from spraying on the side of the house, which they like to do, because you'll be sitting there watching TV and you get this unbearable smell like, what the freak is that? And those are skunks that like to spray up on the side of the house. So usually if he's in the neighborhood, they're not in the neighborhood. So I always buy some corn and I stick it out there and eat the corn. And I thought I was the only one that fed them. Actually, everybody in the neighborhood fed them. That's why this thing is the size of a hubcap. He doesn't bother any of the cats. Doesn't jump over the gate and some dogs are in the gate. Just bother the dogs, nothing. Just eats the food and leaves. That's it. I'll get him on, if I can get him on camera one day. He just wobbles up. So there's an area in the back of my house. I think it's a little hole back there. That's where he's coming through. I don't block it off. And once in a while, I might get a fox. I've seen a few foxes out here, possums, stuff like that. But other than that, they don't mess with anything. I mean, you don't worry about going to the trash, picking up a trash can. Got a 5-pound possum staring you in the face, showing his teeth. No, you have to go through any of that. I never had any problems out here like that. But where I'm moving at, yeah, I'm going to see a bit of deer and everything. Now, a friend of mine, he has 18 acres. 18 freaking acres. Wow. And he's only been on 4 of it. I asked him how many times have he ever been to the end of 18 acres, and he said probably twice. That's it. And he's got turkey on his land, deer, rabbit. You know, some places up in, like I said, Florida and California, alligators and other stuff they have over there. Texas got tarantulas. Oh, I think Australia, like I said, Australia, I would love to go one day, but man, Australia's got some stuff out there waiting for you. They got 7 of the deadliest snakes in Australia, but still, I still want to go. They hopefully, let's just say fingers crossed, man. They hopefully come up with a vaccine that actually works for this COVID. I bet you a lot of y'all are going to do things that you put off hold. Like last year, I was supposed to go to Paris last year in London, England. And guess what? I put it on hold because I figured I can go next year. Never doing that one again. Next time I got the opportunity to go, I'm going. Looks like my tools. Rather to keep them clean. Oh, I'm sitting there like, why does my phone keep saying low battery? Then I realized I forgot to plug the charger in. Where we were at, let me see. Whew, 6%, man, I ain't pushing it. I want some cookies now, I'll lie to you not. Yeah, but I was telling you was my mother, used to live up in the Poconos. And depends on how good your phone service was, because you didn't have Verizon, or pretty much Verizon was the top dog at that time. Oh, top dog, I'm speaking about dogs. It was the top dog at that time, but it was really expensive. But as we was driving up there, yeah, them bars would start dropping off your phone left and right. Do, 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 do. By the time we got to where the bridge of where she lived at, anybody who had a good phone service was kicking. Usually was Verizon, and everybody else was just, that was it. They were dead in the water. So my mother lived not in the Poconos. Once you reached the Poconos, she was 20 miles into the mountains in that area. So there was a little community out there where my mother grew up in the country, and on her last days, but she didn't die yet, she's still alive, but on her last days, she wanted to die in the country. So that's where she wanted to go, and that's where we paid for her to be at. Nice little community, nice little log cabin community and everything. But once you reach that certain area, cars were not able to make it up that road. You're talking about 4x4 trucks, all that stuff had to be driving all up in there. And bears, you saw them aplenty. Bear, black bear, brown bear, and occasionally, once in a while on a blue moon, you may run across a grizzly. Once in a blue moon, because they were all up in the mountains. But you ran across your fair share of interesting characters that you did not want to be caught with carrying. The houses, beautiful houses, man. Plate glass windows and lots of woodwork and so forth. Beautiful freaking community. They had a man-made lake out there and everything. They can go out there and fish, and it was beautiful. But like I said, once in a while you would run into your frisky bear would pop up. So, you know, they would tell you to carry a sidearm or carry bear mace. You know, those people that want to kill a bear or shoot an animal, you carry bear mace on you. And if you go in any one of those little community homes, there was like a little armor in glass, and it was shotguns, a lot of shotguns. Because I'm in touch with nature. I'm living in a fortified house. I mean, literally everything will be sad. You wake up in the kitchen, you got a 6-foot bear in there staring at you. So interesting, but it had they never had any problems out there. You know, a few babies will come out there from time to time. Maybe a mother might pass through, but that was basically about it. But one of the things they tell you is do not leave food in your car. And there were incidents where somebody had their car door ripped off. And, you know, it was a place we had to take the trash. That's pretty cool. That's like doing. I used to like volunteering at senior citizen homes. You know why? Because the stories that they would tell, like things about their life that you would never ever get a chance to be able to experience because they're past already. Most older people, most interesting people to talk to. Can't read a book on it if you wanted to. Not the way they see the world. My Uncle Winfield, he fought in World War II. He's passed on by now, but he fought in World War II. I got families fought in Vietnam, and Iraq wars. Yep. Like I said, I got a lot of family full of military. It's interesting when you hear somebody who fought in World War II talk to somebody who fought in a modern war with the technology we have now. So every day I used to go up to his house of Camden. He's living in Camden. I used to go up there every day and just sit and talk with him. Every day. What is that going on in my back there? Okay, people. I know y'all got things to do. I do enjoy y'all taking the time to come in here and watch my 720p projector. There's my Christie right there. I'm gonna get it all cleaned up today. I gotta clean it down. Get it ready. And probably gonna hook up the PS4 to it probably tomorrow. But we have to do that demonstration. We're gonna do that demonstration with the 1080p projector side by side. We'll do it on this screen right here. We'll do it tomorrow. And we'll sync the videos. So both of them are playing at the same time. So the same video back and forth. That's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna get out of here and get something to eat. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful night, depending on where you're at in the world. Be safe out there, and God bless.